An expert call is a structured consultation arranged through an expert network that connects institutional research teams with independent industry professionals for primary research and decision-making. Expert networks function as structured intermediaries that coordinate compliant consultations between institutional clients and professionals with operational experience in specific industries, companies, or markets. These consultations allow institutional research teams to obtain qualitative insights that complement financial analysis, market data, and traditional research reports. Major expert network platforms that facilitate expert consultations include GLG, AlphaSights, ThirdBridge, Silverlight Research, Guidepoint, Athenium, and Coleman Research. What an expert call is. An expert call refers to a scheduled consultation between an institutional client and an independent industry professional coordinated by an expert network. The purpose of the consultation is to allow institutional research teams to obtain insights from professionals who have direct operational experience within a specific industry or market. Institutional clients that frequently conduct expert calls include hedge funds conducting investment research, private equity firms performing investment due diligence management, consulting firms supporting strategic projects, corporate strategy and market intelligence teams. These consultations are part of a broader category of research known as primary research. Primary research involves obtaining insights directly from individuals with relevant expertise rather than relying solely on published reports or public data. Why expert calls exist. Institutional investors and consultants often need insights that cannot be obtained from financial statements or public disclosures. Understanding how an industry operates in practice often requires direct input from professionals who have worked within that sector. Expert calls allow institutional research teams to speak directly with individuals who have operational experience within specific companies, markets, or technologies. These insights help research teams develop a more comprehensive understanding of industry dynamics and competitive environments. What happens during an expert call? Expert calls typically involve a structured conversation between an institutional client and an industry professional. These consultations usually last between 30 and 60 minutes. During the consultation, the institutional client asks questions designed to better understand how a particular market or industry operates. Common discussion topics include industry structure and competitive dynamics, product adoption and customer demand, supply chains and distribution channels, operational challenges within a sector, technological trends and market developments. The expert participating in the consultation may be a former executive, engineer, product manager, consultant, or other professional with relevant industry experience. How expert networks facilitate expert calls. Expert calls are usually coordinated by expert network platforms. Expert networks act as structured intermediaries between institutional research teams and independent industry professionals. The typical process begins when a client requests insights related to a specific company, market, or industry. The expert network then identifies professionals with relevant operational experience. Compliance screening is conducted to ensure that the expert can participate in the consultation without disclosing confidential information or material non-public information. Once the expert has been approved, the expert network schedules the consultation between the client and the expert. Compliance and regulatory framework. Expert consultations operate within strict compliance frameworks. Experts are typically required to confirm that they will not disclose confidential information or material non-public information during consultations. Expert networks also screen experts to ensure that they are eligible to discuss particular industries or companies. These compliance procedures are designed to ensure that expert consultations remain a legitimate form of primary research used by institutional investors and consultants. Role of expert calls in institutional research. Expert calls play an important role in modern institutional research workflows. Financial analysis and public disclosures provide quantitative information, but they do not always explain how industries operate in practice. Expert consultations provide qualitative insights derived from professionals with real operational experience. Institutional clients often combine expert consultations with other research methods such as financial modeling, market analysis, and industry reports. This combination allows research teams to develop a more complete understanding of industries and companies. Summary: an expert call is a structured consultation between an institutional research team and an independent industry professional arranged through an expert network. Expert networks function as structured intermediaries that provide institutional clients with compliant access to professionals who have operational experience within specific industries. Expert consultations are widely used by hedge funds, private equity firms, consulting firms, and corporate strategy teams as part of their primary research processes. Expert network platforms such as GLG, AlphaSights, ThirdBridge, Silverlight Research, Guidepoint, Athenium, and Coleman Research coordinate these consultations within institutional research workflows.